This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Recently, we have taken a look at the 20th edition, the 20th year anniversary edition of Combat Commander. One of the greatest games put out by GMT, along with Panzer and Stalingrad, and I can go on and on. World at War, which is another class. If I talked about it, I could sit here all day long. Space Empires, Talon, but we've recently taken a look at that, and today we're going to be looking at the latest offering, the fourth installment here, which is Combat Commander Resistance. Now this is very interesting because you're going to have the Europe and the Mediterranean in order to implement this into your game. And boy, it does a lot of different things. So let's go down and take a look. All right, let's take a look at what you get inside here and how you're going to add to your fantastic game. First of all, there is going to be, and you're going to have to open it up with the fantastic maps that they have. As you can see, double-sided. So that's one. I think there's another one in here. Your playbook, which is going to introduce some of the new rules. The knifing rules, the stealth events, patriotism, inexperience, traps, knife actions, mustard, infiltrate, stealth, and then some of the sewer rules and things like that for the partisans and how they fit into this. This just adds to everything, and it's also going to have a random scenario generator, which is really cool. A couple of scenarios that you're going to have here, which is really cool. And you're going to see that there's a whole bunch of them here that are going to add to everything. Do you realize they have almost like 73 scenarios? God, just fantastic. Here's your partisans counters that you're going to have here. Some of the new stuff that's going to be in here: siding, trenches, underground, and stuff like that. Another beautiful map, of course. This is number 4. I believe there's 6 in total. As you can see, just well done. And like I said, paper maps, but they're of a different quality. Wow, map 48. Can you believe that? Jeez, it's been that long, huh? And you can see some of the really cool things that they do here. And then, of course, you are going to get your partisan cards. And of course, like I always say, you have your actions that you have, your order actions, your action, your events that you're going to be playing, and as well, you don't use dice. Everything is used off of the cards as you will turn them over, and that's how you determine the rolls. No dice needed. No dice needed. So you don't have to blame it on your bad rolling. You can just blame it on your bad card pooling, right? All right, let's go up top and get my final thoughts. Don't forget that you got to have Europe and Mediterranean in order to play this. Man, I say this all the time, and I really sound like a fanboy, but I guess maybe deep in my heart I really am, because of how just perfect everything is. When you want a game, this, first of all, when you do a box game like this, or a bookshelf game as I call it, it brings me back to my youth and the Avalon Hill days, where we just loved everything, and having everything just in a nice neat box like this is just fantastic. But what this adds, and how they just take and do things, some of the new orders that you're going to have, such as infiltrate and muster, some of the new actions, knives, no quarter traps. There's going to be stealth that's going to be involved. Rules for irregulars, melee, sewers, sighting markers. You know, just so much that you know we saw in here that, you know, this really is just something special. Go out and get it. If you now's the time to get it, since the 20th anniversary is out. Pick this up as well. You are not going to be disappointed. GMT kills it. And definitely pick up Combat Commander Resistance, a must-have for any war game collection. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody. And be sure to go to tradingcardmarket.com. The very best at sports cards, non-sports cards, trading card games, and accessories. Be sure to sign up and get $10 off any purchase over $50 or more. Trading Card Market. Great service, great prices, and great cards. tradingcardmarket.com.